Welcome, welcome, guys. It's your host, Empress Janet. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. I also have Josiah. Oh, you better get your butt back up on this stage, boy, and stop modding the whole goddamn world, okay? I also have a special guest. Rare. Hello, Bleeding Heart, and welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me on. How are you?
I can't complain, darling. I can't complain.
Good. The less you complain, the better.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm echoing, I think. Sorry.
No, that was me, darling. It's
Good.
okay. We have to turn down the volume.
Oh.
It's okay. Well, I have breaking news today, guys. And you know, your host, Empress Janet, brings you the news all around the world. I give you the YouTube news and I give you the real world news. Today, we have breaking news about Josiah. Josiah's going live on his mod show. So thank you guys for coming. We got Nicole, we got Cece out there. I love you guys. On my channel, we've got Claire, we've got Stephanie, we got Anthony, oh God, and Taffy, oh God. But thank you for coming. And we also have Cavalli. Hello, 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 guys. Breaking news, breaking news. Empress Janet is I'm dating in the internet world. I mean, it's just so amazing how you can just get a boyfriend all of a sudden. I mean, breaking news. So, with that said, do you have any breaking news that you'd like to share, Bleeding Heart?
I do indeed. And I'm hoping that you will understand and that it won't break your heart. But my breaking news is that Esau is with me. And I'm afraid you've got competition.
Oh my God. Wait, what? When did this
Yeah.
happen?
Well, you say that you've known him for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
that you've been talking behind the scenes to him for 3 whole weeks. Well, I've
Yeah.
been talking behind the scenes to him for 6 months.
Oh my God.
So, I don't
Oh
know,
my
do you think
God.
he's hot? Yeah. We can share him.
Well, I do tell him he can
But
have
I'm not
any woman he wants. So do you mind if me and him are together too? I would never want to do that to you as a woman. I mean, I will fight for him. I know you don't want things to get ugly, Bleeding Heart. So I definitely believe with this breaking news that we could come together and have some type of an agreement. Josiah said a love triangle. I don't want things to get messy, girl. We're going to have to come to an agreement right now in this breaking news. Can you accept me for being his love interest from America?
I can do that, but
Mm.
only if you accept that I am the main woman in his life.
Hmm.
Can you?
Okay. I could. Okay.
Oh, you can?
Yes, I can.
Oh, it's
Oh
easy.
my God. So like we're gonna be friends now and we can talk about him. And like if he
Oh,
does
yeah.
something to us, we can gang up together, okay? I got your back, okay? He is really sweet though. He doesn't really
Mm.
he's not confrontational or nothing. So
No, not at all. He's very, very well behaved, actually. But he threw me a curveball there by getting with you. But I think, I thought I was going to talk to him about it and just say, look, what's going on here, Esau? But then I thought it's better to come to you and we speak woman to woman and you know, we make a,
I like it. We
yeah,
can make an
yeah,
agreement. We can
exactly.
agree to disagree and we can also basically work together. I mean, we both want to keep his identity a secret, right?
That's true.
And we
That's
both
very
want to make him
important.
happy, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Very happy. Yeah.
Well, this is what we'll do. Whatever you say goes. If you don't want me to do something, you just let me know, and I'll make sure that I stand down because I'm a
Okay.
fighter, okay? And I will fight
Mhm.
for you too.
Oh, yes. Keep it in the family.
Yes, we have a new family. We have
We do.
three people in our love relationship. It is so amazing. And I know you don't like girls, so I will never come on to you. I promise. I will stay in the boundary lane, okay?
Okay.
But I do have
Okay.
to tell you that Josiah's my lover too. So whenever Josiah's ready for me, I have to leave you guys alone. Is that going to be a
Hmm.
problem?
We'll miss you.
Okay. Okay. As long as you're going to miss me, then I'll never be gone for long. I can't believe you
Yeah.
came up here and, oh God, breaking news. Breaking news. Esau was already messing around. Why can't I find my own man? My God, I'm just such a horrible woman out here chasing other people's men. Never. You won't
No.
catch me doing it, darling, because he was single. But he didn't tell me about you.
No, I know. And, but I'm not jealous or possessive or controlling. So, he can do what he likes.
Okay.
So that's basically why I came to you.
I appreciate you coming to me. Because you know
Mm.
how many fake women are out here who cannot come and be honest? So I appreciate you being honest with me. But,
Yeah.
I was so excited about our new love. He was so nice to me. When the other boy, that I won't mention his name,
Hmm.
was horrible. He was horrible.
Yeah, he was pretty horrible. Yeah, gosh.
He's a bad
I wouldn't
content
share
creator.
him with anybody.
I don't even want to share him. Blah.
Yeah. You should be binned.
Ugh, he should be banned from YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Well, today's topics on breaking news is all the breaking news around the world. What we're going to do is we're going to actually talk about Kamala Harris. Do you know who Kamala Harris is?
I think she's the vice president, Joe Biden's vice
Well,
president.
thank you all the way from Ireland knowing our information. We're going to be discussing her. A lot of us don't like her. And our reasons for not liking her is not because she's a woman and she's ditzy and she should have picked a better profession. It's kind of the way that she goes about doing her business. If you have the number two spot in America, you would think that you would hold yourself at a higher standard than most women. Now, she's been through some things out here in these YouTube streets. I'm just joking, but she's actually done a lot in the United States that wasn't really good for her. One of the things I want to talk about today is something that she did with, wait for it, NASA. She's talking about, and I'm just going to give you a brief before we watch it, is that
Oh.
basically she wants to change the information about the plants and the status of plants. So she thinks that the plants like are black and white, I guess, and like
Mm.
the white ones are being racist to the black plants. It's always about
Oh.
color in the United States, bleeding hearts. Kind of ridiculous. It's like I'm
Sounds
over it.
interesting.
But I
You
would
know, I
ask you, in Ireland, darling,
Mhm.
do you have a president and a vice president?
We don't have a vice president, but we have a oh no, we have a president. And his name is Mr. Michael D. Higgins. But he's only a president in name. He has a couple of powers, but not many.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. He's just it's a kind of like if somebody has done good in public life, they can be voted in as a president by the people. The people elect him.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, thank you, Josiah, for playing with your keys right at this moment. We love you. Thank you,
No
Captain.
drama.
Breaking news, the captain's always trying to get Empress Janet some subs. So why people think that I'm buying them, I'm not. I have a good promoter. His name is the captain. He said only 24 subs away from 1,000. I gotta love
Good
him. I
job.
gotta love him. Breaking news. He's a good man.
He's a good
So in
man.
Ireland, you don't have a vice president, but you have a president. So therefore, does your president make all your decisions?
No. What he does is, I can't remember, there's a special word for his kind of presidency. It's kind of meaningless except for the fact that he can sign off on decrees, on new laws. In the Constitution, if we kind of like create a new, add something to the Constitution, he has to sign it in to kind of like
Oh,
rubber stamp it. Like, that's about as much
okay.
power as he has.
Hmm. Well, ours really can weigh with that too, because of the
Mhm.
House and the Senate. They actually make the rules, and then he can sign off, or he can actually just basically, veto it, and then they'll have to start over with a new
Yeah.
bill or law. Yeah, he doesn't really
Similar.
make them. He doesn't have any real control over them because the House
Yeah.
and the Senate makes them. But then here comes, the lady, and this is what we're talking about. It's like she doesn't make things easy. So
Mhm.
what we can do is we're going to put our mics on mute for a minute, and it's a 2-minute video about her.
Today, NASA released the first images of Landsat 9, and it's building on this half a century legacy, along with putting up 5 great observatories over the next decade that will give us precision in our measurements of the land, the oceans, the atmosphere, and the ice. And because we're not going to stop seeking a better life here on Earth.
Take Landsat 9, which was assembled, of course, here at Goddard and launched into space last September. As we just saw, Landsat 9 can provide real-time images of our nation's landscape. As natural disasters are increasing in frequency and ferocity due to climate change, these images can be used by first responders to help save lives. These images can be used by farmers to assess their crops as drought and heat threaten their yield. These images can be used by scientists who are working to combat climate change head on. I believe it is incumbent on all of us then to seize all the ways in which space can help us solve our biggest challenges, including that of the climate crisis.
So she acts like she's really concerned about our climate. But as we
Mhm.
look into certain things, it doesn't seem like things are working with the climate. She's not really doing what she says she's going to do. And the question lies is that if she's trying to mess with that and she didn't even get the other part right, well, how can we put faith in a woman that, unfortunately, bleeding heart, I think that something's going to change in January.
Mhm.
They're going to move,
Around.
yeah, they're going to move Brandon out, which is Sleepy Joe,
Okay.
and
Oh,
she's going to
yeah.
move in. And we're going to have the first female president ever. And her being black is going to cause the war, the color war.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay.
There's going to
Okay.
be a great reset in about a couple more months where they're going to take away money. Everything's going to be electronic. You won't be able
Right.
to have cash.
Yeah. Okay. So this is coming in America
Yes. And it's,
and you globally
I'm sorry, go ahead.
and globally.
Well, that's the thing. If we don't speak to other people around the world, how will we know that it's happening to you?
Hmm.
We are going into a cashless society. There won't be any more money printed. And with that, that's going to cause a lot of people to lose businesses and ways to make the money. But this is the control that's starting to go down ever since that they've asked us to take this, you know, we call it the jizzy. But again, it's going to be required, and people are missing the point on that. If something's required in America, Bleeding Heart, they will take away your rights. They will control your rights, as we should
Hmm.
say. And that's dangerous because our freedom of our rights is our Constitution. One
Hmm.
thing about the Constitution, it has never been changed in any of the years that we've ever existed. So these people, and especially this woman, is trying to change it.
Hmm.
If they can change it, that means they're going to change our right to assemble, our right to bear arms, our right to freedom of speech. You can't say certain things. And if you sit back and think about what I'm saying, Bleeding Heart, you can't attack the president and say whatever you want and think that he's not going to have a repercussion for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. So you won't be able to kind of, I suppose, criticize,
Yes,
which is our right to do that because we have to be able to say, no, we don't agree and he's
right.
wrong, or even sort of parody, or, the way people do parodies.
And that's what they're going to do. If they can
Okay.
change this constitution, which people are not getting the hint of, once you start changing all the rules, then you slip another rule in there too. And
Hmm.
in that rule, what happens?
Well, they
Changes
kind
for
of,
the better, changes for you. So let me ask you a
yeah, that's how
question.
we're led to believe.
Yes. So if the
Mhm.
president, do you guys have a constitution? Do you guys have something that says you guys have a right to this? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. We do. We definitely have a constitution, and no, nothing can be added or taken away from it without a referendum. Like Irish people have to vote in and out various things. They have to go back to the people to ask for the change to be made. But
interesting.
no doubt they will find ways to, and they have in the past found ways to ensure that their way, the government had their way, as opposed to the people. Yeah, that has happened.
Yes, I like how you just said that because that's what's really kind of happening. We the people. That is the slogan for America. We the people. We feel that we have a right and we had a say in voting
Hmm.
and all the laws that really, happen. But
Hmm.
since the incident, we will say, this has shown us that they can take over and change things when they dramatically do it. So, this to me, again, is a way of taking our right to do what you just said, to change anything. They're
Hmm.
taking that away from us so that whenever they do make the change, our voice won't be it won't register. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, they're going to ride roughshod over the people. Yeah.
And basically take us out with the
Hmm.
voice part.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous because again, if our constitution, basically the first one is to right the free speech.
Oops. Sorry.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yay. So with that, if we lose the right to free speech, whatever constitutions are they going to change for us? The reason that this is breaking news is because Kamala Harris, which is our vice president, will be the one that will take over. If she takes over, her ways and laws are very different, and the structure of what she says about something, will change. Because here, I want to show proof. Bear with me 1 second, darling. I want to show proof that she went against Biden. We're going to take a look at it, but I want you to just see over the years. 2 years ago, she attacked Joe Biden's record on race in a Democratic debate. Yet, she becomes his vice president. We'll just sit on that one. I thank you guys for coming. I see you in the chat. If you'd like to hit the StreamYard link, I am dropping it. We are streaming on 3 channels, my Empress Janet 2, Empress Janet 3, and Mod School for Josiah. Josiah's up here. He was banging his keys around. But yeah, Josiah's real. He will open up his mic. He will do his first show. Empress Janet will be there for him. We've come a long way. And again, he's getting paid tomorrow. Tomorrow's his payday if anybody needs to know his business. Okay. So thank you, Josiah, for everything you do. Empress Janet loves you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for allowing me to be a wonderful woman out here in these YouTube streets. And I love you dearly. Esau, I didn't know I was going to have to be second. By the time I find out about all your women, I'm going to be like the 4th one. Okay, let me stay focused. I love you, darling. Kamala Harris. Oh, let me read this comment. Kamala Harris has also been responsible for persecuting Black folks and single parents. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Breaking news. And this is, again, why I wanted to break the news on her. For the simple fact is, if they are running our country and things are not really going the way everyone wants it to go, hello, then what can we say about her and the way that she conducts herself? Daniel said Kamala Harris is more racist than me.
Because she had 3
true point.
tattoos.
Welcome back, darling. Welcome back.
Oh, hello. Sorry. Yeah.
No worries. So, what I was saying was, or actually, I want to go back to the comment. Thank you for the comments in the chat. But TMK Media said Kamala Harris has also been responsible for persecuting Black folks too, and single parents. But I have proof right here, because we love receipts, that in this 2 years ago, Kamala Harris attacked Joe Biden's record on race in a Democratic debate.
Oh, right. Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Exactly. So she attacked him 2 years ago, and now she's his vice president.
Interesting.
Well, we're going to take a look at this.
I do not believe you are a racist. And I agree with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of 2 United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing.
Look, everything I've done in my career, I ran because of civil rights. I continue to think we have to make fundamental changes in civil rights. And those civil rights, by the way, include not just only African Americans, but the LGBT community.
But Vice President Biden, do you agree today that you were wrong to oppose busing in America? Then,
no,
do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education. That's what I opposed.
Well, there was a failure of states to integrate public schools in America. I was part of the second class to integrate Berkeley, California public schools almost 2 decades after Brown v. Board of Education.
Because your city council made that decision. It was a
So
local
that's where the
decision.
federal government must step in.
The
That's
federal
why we have the
government must
Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act. That's why we need to pass the Equality Act. That's why we need to pass the ERA, because there are moments in history where states fail to preserve the civil rights of
I
all
have
people.
supported.
So again, we're streaming off of 3 channels: Empress Janet 2, Empress Janet 3, and Mod School today. So thank you guys for coming. Everybody that's on the Mod School channel, Josiah loves you. He needs to write in the chat room and thank them. And you did want to give people wrenches. So I think if you're doing your modding, you should be dropping all channels, Josiah. You're getting paid tomorrow. Not the Honda Mama. Do her second. You got to get everybody to the channel so I can give them a wrench. I'm just playing. You do whatever you want, darling. This is your day, darling. Shout out to Honda. Everybody like and subscribe to her channel. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. I love that girl. She's a really good mod, though, Josiah. Whenever we did the mod school show, I had to go and tell that John BBB won in America. Bleeding heart.
Yes, my darling.
Do you know who John BBB is?
I think that John BBB is a guy from Reel's panel. He's a mod there.
Yes.
And he loves to garden and he loves his family. And he's from Birmingham.
Well, Josiah did a show the other day on the Mod School channel, and he did the 61 greatest mods of 2021.
Okay.
And John BBB made the list.
Well done, John.
Well, the thing is since people are so rude and disrespectful and they can't gather as humans,
Mm-hmm.
we weren't able to tell him that he won in America. So we just thought we'd share it with you, just so you know we are kind human beings in America, and real is real and right is right. So he really did win that night. So,
Well, is it a deserved win? Because I hear a rumor. In fact, it's not a rumor. I've heard it told that John can actually be a little unfair.
oh, breaking news. Breaking news.
He's not necessarily the best mod out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Girl.
Kind of iffy.
I don't know, Josiah. Break news,
Could have been a
Josiah. Not
mistake.
everybody agrees with you. Okay, moving on. So now, when you saw Kamala Harris talking to the senator at that time 2 years ago, would you believe that she's his vice president now? Because he's the president? Do you see how people kiss behind quickly to jump on the train? So now she's slamming Trump here, saying that he was racist.
Oh, yeah.
And then now she's saying she doesn't think America is a racist country. So the other one was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This was 6 months ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Our best future will not come from Washington schemes or socialist dreams. It will come from you, the American people, Black, Hispanic, white, and Asian, Republican and Democrat, brave police officers in Black neighborhoods. We are not adversaries.
So interesting, eh? Now all of a sudden she's going
Yeah.
with the operative. And I want to tell you right here, thank you, TMK Media, for giving the true facts of the breaking news of this lady. Because again, everyone has their right to their own opinion. But I believe that if we have a woman in office for presidency, she has to be strong. She has to go up against men and their lies and how they like to create simulations so that they can feel better about the loser stuff that they do. No, no, no. We don't do that. We try to find a common ground with things. I do have a question for you on a side note, breaking news, Bleeding Heart. Captain wants to know, ask Bleeding Heart who the best mod is.
Okay, that is so easy for me to answer. I would like to declare Atheist for Life as the best mod ever.
Woo woo! Yay! I know. Breaks your heart, Captain. I will hold your hand. I will hold your hand.
Uh,
Breaking news.
Captain, that is me. That is you.
And this is me too, Captain. Hi. And thank you for everyone coming to the show, guys. We're talking about Kamala Harris, talking about her breaking news of how she's not really a good person. But I didn't say that. Allegedly. I promise you, Bleeding Heart. I promise you. I'm just trying to wonder how this
Don't get
woman
in
could run
trouble.
our country.
Well, I don't know enough about her, so I'm looking forward to learning more.
Okay, well, let's continue.
Okay.
Breaking news, breaking news. She gets on my nerves. Well, because again, she is with a gentleman who she clearly called a racist and said some things and then turned around and ran with him and turned around and now she's together in the office with him. What are her beliefs? Do you think that she's changed her beliefs? Do you think she's contradicting or being hypocritical? I will definitely show you because she's talking absurd crap. And it's just ridiculous. Give me a second as I get this commercial going. Okay. And I'm attach it. And I don't, if anybody likes her, I want to hear why they like her because I don't think she's doing well. And I think she cannot do nothing for us. I am scared to think what she's going to do.
Back to those election losses last week in Virginia and almost in New Jersey, hitting just 38%. Only 38% of the country approves as his party focuses on pushing ahead with his spending agenda.
It comes as Democrats outside of D.C. feel pressure, warning the growing red wave is real. Fox News contributor and former House Speaker Newt Gingrich is the author of the new book, Beyond Biden, Rebuilding the America We Love, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Newt.
Good morning.
Good morning. There's an article in the New York Times that says, we promised to change the rancor and division. This is a top Democrat saying that. So we offered something else, division and rancor. Remember when Biden was running, he promised to unite us. What do you make of these polls now?
Well, look, there's so many things going wrong, from failing to control the border to announcing last week that he is willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to illegal immigrants which most Americans think is insane, to taking 85 cars to a global summit on climate, where he then promptly falls asleep in public. I mean, there's just lots of different things going wrong. The biggest of which, I think, is the price increases. And I don't care what they say and do in Washington, when people go out and they fill up their car, and it costs $75, $80, $85, in California over $100, they know something's not working. And I think the greatest problem Biden has isn't ideology. It's the sense that it ain't working. And if that sinks in, then you're going to hear a lot more than chance. You're going to hear a lot of people just say flatly, I'm going to vote Democrat to send them a signal.
Yeah, and Newt, he can't even get stuff through Congress with unified control of Congress by the Democrats. He can't even get his own party to agree on stuff. And it looks like Build Back Better is going to come back maybe in a couple of weeks if they can get enough people on board. But what's interesting about the president, people have suggested, he's only going to be a one-termer. He's going to get out of the way for Kamala Harris. Joe Biden's approval rating is at 38%, but Kamala Harris's approval rating is 28%.
Well, look, I mean, without being too unkind, she's an absurdity. You ask her a question, she giggles. She goes to make a tape in favor of children in space. They hire child actors. And frankly, if you watch the video, she's not convincing, and neither are the child actors. She's in charge of the southern border, so she doesn't go do anything. I think people have the sense that somehow she was picked as a mistake. And I do. It's fascinating to me, by the way, more people now are opposed to Biden running in 2024 than are opposed to Trump running. And I suspect in a head-on race now that Trump would beat Biden. And that's really a remarkable change in 8 or 9 months, and tells you how much political capital that Biden has used up. But it's not just Biden. It's Schumer. It's Pelosi. Schumer endorsed the socialist candidate in Buffalo, New York for mayor who lost. The 3 big election reform things designed to make it easier to steal an election were all repudiated by New York voters by 63%. Each one got 63% no. Schumer continues to push for it against his own state. And you look at the results last week, they weren't just Virginia and New Jersey. Go look at Seattle, where a Republican won the county attorney's race. If you told me we begin to pick up seats in Seattle, I'd have thought it was very, very unlikely. Look at San Antonio, where in a 73% Latino district, the Republican won. The truth is, big government socialism doesn't work. It is very unpopular. Only about 1/6 of the country favors it, and the Democrats are stuck with it.
Yeah, and Republicans said they were the party of parents. That was a winning message, at least in Virginia. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for coming on.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You heard him. Breaking news. Like and subscribe. You can get the Fox News. So, Bleeding Heart, how do you like that?
Well, I don't know how this is going to sound to you, but I feel strongly that there's a lot of conjecture and a lot of opinion-based kind of news that we hear from Fox and CNN and the various news outlets, and very little actual factual, so that the viewer can go, okay, so that's a fact, and then think for themselves. It's almost like you're being asked to think a certain way. Is that a terrible thing to say?
No, that's a great, opinion. I mean,
okay,
they do it. So you're correct. They do it. But we, the people, we vote on certain things. So they promise us certain things. And when they don't meet those promises, then when they're talking about them in the real world, like he said, they didn't finish the wall. They didn't finish, the things that man said was the truth. He was being
Okay.
nice. He was being nice. Like, professional is important in America. So you can only drag somebody so far with the truth. So that's what I'm saying. He was being nice. She has not completed any of her tasks. And if you did hear, what he was saying, the one gentleman that started the conversation actually was saying that she is going to be up and something happens to the person that's sleeping all the time, ordering all those protection. Because he went to I want to say it was a football game, but they literally booed him. They booed him, sister, and he got mad like they do in these YouTube streets. Yes, he was like, "Oh, they can't talk about me. Like, why would they be doing that?" They were like standing up, saying, "Let's go, Brandon." It's
Yeah.
that song that they've kind of banned from. It's making a joke about the president. And you're not allowed to do that, but because it doesn't really say him, it's a catch-22. It's under the radar. So that's why it's going crazy. And we're all like, let's go, Brandon. Because he's so fucking, but we can't say that part, sister. That's the part that you got to be slicker with. So that when you're talking about something, it's,
Yeah,
not, it's indirect is what it's called. Right? Yes. So indirectly, they do that to us. So that's what you were talking about. You get me? So what happens is
subliminal.
Yes, a lot of it. Breaking news. Yes, because they're going to move him out of the way. They're going to put her up, and then everything is going to go crashing. You get me? Yes. America is in a bucket going to hell. Our money is failing. We're failing. And again, that's why they're moving to moneyless society so that they can control the poor population. It's out of control in America. Did you know that?
Well, I know that the poverty in America is really bad. Like, it's actual poverty. It's
Yes.
below living.
They're literally
People
living
can't live it.
outside on sidewalks in tents.
Yeah.
Something we've never seen before. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, if
I
you
hear you.
see it, it was in one area. They're under the bridge. They got their tents. They got their little hookup. Nobody bothered them. We give people change around here like that, But when it's starting to become an epidemic where it's downtown, it's in your neighborhood, they're squatting in houses that are abandoned.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just my state. But if you go to California, they're lined up on the sidewalk. It's to the point where urine and feces was affecting a certain part of the neighborhood that
Oh,
they're
yeah?
doing. Yes.
Wow. So they can't even provide portaloos
Well,
for
they won't
this
because
situation?
technically they can put them in jail for loitering and soliciting, and so it's a catch-22, like you said. They're doing it on purpose.
So, wow.
They're basically starving us out to see who can survive. But they've given us all these luxuries and all these things that I was talking about. And again, I'm concerned that our First Amendment rights are in our second and our thirds. I'm concerned with that. People don't want to talk about things that are important, but that's important because if these people change the rules, that means you're making us go into a C state, a communist.
Oh, right. Okay.
A lot of places are, and they're undercover. You don't have a Republican and Democrat. If you don't have like a two-sided type of government, you should question why one person's in power.
Why is it only bipartisan? Why isn't it like, you know what I mean? Why don't you have more political parties out there of different
Division is always
opinions?
important in America. To divide, that's how they conquer.
Yeah.
So they got a black woman to go into the office, and that's why she's in there, being honest.
Mm-hmm.
And they used and basically Sleepy Joe, he used her. He used her
Yeah,
for that. And this is what happens out here in these YouTube streets. People use you for what they can get out of you. Once they get it, then they try to destroy you. So
yeah, it's,
she's destroying his character, even though she never cared about it. And now that she
mm,
goes up, then what's that gonna do for us in America? Because she, again, a person in the chat room, thank you to TMK, he said it. She
right.
basically is going to divide the African Americans as well because she doesn't care about the community. She doesn't care about what the poverty level is. It's really high in the African American community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of children that go to bed at night hungry, bleeding heart.
Shit. I mean, that's so wrong. I mean, they're the very first people. The children are the first people that we should be looking after and
I
caring
think
for.
so. I think so. So
Mm,
much going on right now that people don't understand, and yet that is the most important thing. And no one's talking about it. No one's asking the questions again. If you can't feed yourself, how are you feeding your children? How are they
yeah.
going to school? How are they feeling? Are you really sitting down and talking with them about having to wear a mask every day? Because
Mm,
those masks causes breathing problems. I'm sorry. There's no way in hell you can keep on breathing your carbon monoxide after you pushed it out. But that's another story for another time. Breaking news. The point
okay.
is when you talk with the children, like for instance, when me and you just had the talk about Esau, did we
Yes.
argue?
No, we didn't. We didn't argue at all. We happily came to an agreement.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
taking our First Amendment right and the freedom to be able to talk about things and work things out, what will that do when they're controlling what's going on about taking this, jab? I don't have a problem with anyone that's taking it, but
Yeah.
I don't want to take it. And if I have that right, I'm going to keep that right. That's
Hmm.
what they're taking from us, the right to choose. If I choose not to, they're saying it's wrong. But if I
Hmm.
choose to, then it's right. How does that work?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very, very good question. And I'm the person who chose to have the jab, but I felt I had no choice other than to have it. If, because I am that person who's afraid of dying from COVID. So, it's a kind of a limited choice. And but although it's a choice that I made. And yeah, I would, with you, I believe you have every single right to choose, you know, your choice is your choice and I respect it.
I respect yours too.
Hmm.
And I don't understand why, we can't just leave it there. But again, the GOV apostrophe T's are making sure that they're taking that from us.
Mm.
So again, me and you, we have an understanding, right? We
Yeah,
did
we
what?
do.
Our First Amendment right to free speech, meaning you said your piece, I said mine, but we came to an understanding, an agreement that we both agree on what you said and what I said. That doesn't mean that, again, I'm angry that you did it.
Yeah.
I feel sad. May I say that?
But yeah, you
The
can.
reason I feel sad that you took it is because there are things in that stuff that we don't know what's in it. And I have like an OCD to certain things, and I'm allergic to everything. So in my life, anything that I take, like a pill or anything like food, I can basically go into learning that I'm allergic to it. Do you understand what I'm saying, Bleeding Heart?
Mm. Yeah,
I'm
I
allergic
do.
to
It's
bees. I'm allergic to certain foods, certain beans. You know what I mean? I'm allergic to sun. Too much sun can just give me a headache and get a rash on my face. Like,
Yeah.
so bees can cause me to go to the hospital and have anaphylactic shock. So I ate some type of bean, and I had like my throat swell up, and there was red bumps on my hands. It was some type of lento bean or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right.
so whenever you have to live in fear of being attacked by something, oh, Tide, you know the laundry detergent Tide,
Yeah, I
it
do.
breaks me out and like red bumps all over my skin if you wash your clothes in it.
Yeah.
So like a rag that you're washing your body with.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yes.
attacked one time and realized I was allergic to Tide.
Mm-hmm.
So I use Gain.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. They have Yeah. Yeah. I know. I actually have like I'm a person who's got a great constitution, and I've got rude health. If that's an expression. I don't have any allergies whatsoever. But my sister,
Hmm.
you sound exactly like my sister. She the same issues, same kind of allergies, the same
Hmm.
sensitivity. Yeah,
So
the
did your
exact same.
sister take it?
You know what? I don't know if she did. She would have under advisement. She might have taken it from her doctors, from her GP, possibly, or she may not have.
Well, with all those things, bleeding heart, I don't want to risk taking something that might make me go into some type of shock or cause something to happen. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
I don't. Yeah,
Never
I
took a
completely
flu shot.
understand. Yeah.
I had to take the TB shot, and I've passed that. But the way I felt when it was given to me, I have to lay down. I have to be in the bed. I have, So
Yeah.
it was a lot just to take those TB shots, just to work with people with disabilities or people that I've always worked in the centers with people, challenged people,
Yeah.
a care provider for people with like wheelchairs or mental disabilities or
Mhm.
they're, basically Down syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So learning that people get affected by medication if they're not with a balanced diet and certain things, that just taught me to be safer and not like eat everything. Like even peanuts, like I only eat certain kinds of nuts, like cashews or
Oh. Yeah.
I don't eat sunflower seeds
Oh.
because I can't trust everything. So what
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you is if I live my life like that, do you think that I can really take something that I don't know what's in it?
Mm. No, I would see your stance, and I would agree with that. I would be that person. If you were my sister, I would say, wait, see how I get on. Don't do anything until wait a year. I would definitely, yeah, I would,
Thank
yeah,
you for saying that part because do you understand why I asked you, did you take it? Because I want you to tell us how you feel. I want you to tell us that it's okay. We don't want to hear it from the TV, You
yeah.
don't know nobody that's taken it or for instance, do you know anyone that got the COVID?
No, I don't. But I'll tell you one thing that I
Mhm.
was about the COVID, because everybody had to be more hygienic. And our local supermarket was they brought in cleaners to clean it up to make sure there was no germs being spread. So the local supermarket was spotlessly clean. And a friend of mine with a huge amount of with a number of illnesses, she found that she was healthier nowadays because everything was being so because everything was so hyper sterilized that she was actually healthier during the pandemic.
Mm.
Yeah, because people were being so careful. So it's kind of interesting.
Well, breaking news, you're all the way from Ireland, darling. We
Mm.
bless you in America and thank you for being on my show today. Would you
Oh,
like to tell us anything about any breaking news in Ireland before we end the show?
I was gonna, you know what? I couldn't find anything of great import to share.
Well, could you
So
just
maybe for
share a
next time.
little bit about like how close are you to London or Britain or, can you explain a little bit? Because Captain explained his Scottish
All
and
right.
you being Irish and then knowing the Brits, it's kind of cool that it's all gathering together to kind of understand what was going on over there
Hmm.
because it was a whole new world when I went over
Yeah.
there.
Sure.
So we
Yeah.
appreciate if you like
I
to end
try
the
to.
show telling us anything about Ireland, darling. And
Okay.
thank you,
Great.
everyone, for coming today. Appreciate you guys sharing all your ideas and topics that were going on in the chat room.
Mhm.
Go ahead, darling.
Okay. So, well, I'll explain the geography because it's a really good idea just to have a kind of be able to view the Britain Great Britain is the large country to the right of Ireland, and it looks like they're kicking Ireland up the bum. But like there's Scotland, England, Wales, Cornwall, yeah, and what else? That's it. And so Ireland is kind of like divided at the moment into Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. So the Republic of Ireland is about 100 years old. Before that, we were oppressed. We were, yeah, oppressed by the British for about 800 years. So we had to fight to get rid of them from Ireland. And they held on to a bit of to the north, to 6 counties in the north of Ireland. But we're hoping to get them back very soon. But that depends on the vote. The people in the north will vote to return to Ireland. Um, yeah, basically. So we're kind of like the Romans would have called uh, Britain, Great Britain, and Ireland, Little Britain, all
Okay.
those years ago. So we're kind of like the little island beside Great Britain,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we're a very different people, different kind of like DNA and culture and language. So yeah, but 25% of the people living in mainland Britain are actually of Irish descent.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Interesting.
And yeah, and Scottish people came from Ireland originally.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
guys get along with the Scots more than the Brits, or is it kind of equal? Because you have a very proper, accent talk, but I can understand what you're saying. Can you understand us as, you know, American?
Americans?
Yes,
Yeah,
dear.
definitely I can. Yeah, for sure.
I just don't understand why I can't understand Taffy all the time.
Oh, right. Um,
It's just so weird. And some of the Scott, like, I can understand the captain. When he got drunk last night, though, he was hilarious. Like, he is just so funny. Because he's not, I don't know if he's not slurring. It's more like, so like if I have to talk so that I'm able to use my customer service voice, I have a
Mhm.
rural country accent, so
Right.
it'll get, twangy, I would
Yeah.
say. Okay. So I try to do that so that when I'm speaking like this, then I'm talking to you like this and I'm remembering each word's pronunciation so that it comes out clearer because of a lot of the twang or the words or the slang I would say that we use you wouldn't understand and it would be different. Does that make sense? So I
Yes, I
feel
know.
like the captain and his Scottishness he was so clear to me, but then when he was getting drunk, I'm like, what is he saying? Like, what's he doing? He kept saying minx, 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 minx.
Oh, yeah, they were arguing last night, Minx
Oh,
and
she is
Captain.
hilarious. Shout
Yeah,
out to
she
you.
was yeah, that was
She
funny.
was funny. She was like, Captain,
Shut up.
shut up. But I would say with the Irish, Do you guys get along with the Scottish more than you get along with the um
The
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 Brits?
English.
Yes, the
Um,
English. Okay.
Right. Well, for me, I have no animosity towards English people whatsoever. I don't feel it. I feel like for English people, I feel like, oh my God, I wish to God you were a republic like us. I wish you would get rid of the monarchy and be free of all that weird stuff that happens over in England. But the Scottish people, I would identify with some and identify less with others
Mm.
because there's a big divide in Scotland, huge divide between like sectarian
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah, it's a religious sectarianism, and
Oh,
yeah, so
interesting.
that's I don't because we don't have that in Ireland in the Republic. I did not grow up with that, so it's I find that really strange. It's kind of alien to me that people would be anti-Catholic and anti-Protestant. So it's just what are you going on about, lads?
Interesting, though. I see why they act the way they do.
Yeah, there's sectarianism, and you know an interesting fact about Scottish people that they will fight and argue, and there are more people. You know, the police have to deal with a lot of complaints from Scottish people about other Scottish people on Twitter, for instance, on social media. Full stop. Like they're always having to deal with
Oh,
social media complaints about people.
that's why they take advantage of them banging, because they're really doing that over there.
Yeah, I feel like the Scottish.
Do it more.
Yeah, apparently they and statistically it's been proven. So I don't know. We need to kind of like calm them down. We need to help
Yes.
them calm down,
Calm
relax.
down. That's what I was trying to tell them. They didn't want
Yeah,
this smoke. Come on now. We're not
yeah,
even in the real street. You think if in the real street you'd be able to talk to me like that? You could never, honey. You would get shut down with the, 911 will come for you quickly, honey. It's called security. You start talking crazy like that, yes, you can call the police and be like, this man is threatening me. Us
yeah,
women, we have rights. Like, it's ridiculous to think that men can just walk all over you. Like, no. I can't stand a man that interrupts every time you're talking, but then when he's talking, he can talk for 20 fucking minutes and you ain't supposed to say nothing.
oh yeah, come on. Or how about mansplaining when a man tells you how women are supposed to understand or know something.
Yeah.
Um, something about women specifically. Let me
Breaking
tell
news.
you. And can I shout out, do a shout out to X? Hello, X. How are you?
Hello, X. Big ups to X is in the building.
Yeah, brilliant to see you.
But you were saying about women, darling.
Well, I was just saying, you were talking about men and how they like to talk for about 20 minutes
Mm-hmm.
without being interrupted. And then I just kind of said, well, yeah, and there's the other thing is what some men do is the mansplaining, where they will actually take a subject which is female related and explain it to the woman as if they are more knowledgeable than the woman about something which is inherent and natural to a woman to
Right.
know.
To
You know what I
know.
mean? Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Totally agree. And I think that
Yeah.
they're doing that because of their insecurities. What do you think? Because you can't tell me how to be a woman.
Oh my God, yes. That is literally what they are
Breaking
telling you.
news, huh, Bleeding Heart? Breaking news. I'm going to have you saying that. Breaking news. You don't tell us women what to do, okay?
Exactly.
We
Please.
have to respect you, but you will respect us too.
Oh, yes. Oh, and further breaking news.
Rare.
I have heard that it is going around the rumor mill that Brian Hurl is being chased around by bunny boilers. Now, I'm
Interesting.
sorry, but I have not spoke. I'm I would I imagine I'm one of these bunny boilers, alleged bunny boilers. So if you don't mind, Brian Hurl, stop lying. And that's all there is to that.
Well, that was great breaking news.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it. See? Because again, I've been with you for the last couple days and
Yeah.
in our intense situations, but I appreciate you coming to me. Josiah, are you still messing with your gold?
Oh, money bags.
Cut it out. Your price is way too high. So, side note, real quick.
Yeah.
Josiah is from New York.
Mhm.
We've been friends for a while. And I'm
Okay.
telling you, girl, he told me we could be together in January. So I'm going to have to leave all of this dirty, dirty girl stuff behind. I like to play games, though. So I won't disrespect Esau. I promise I won't.
Okay. But you'll be returning him to me
I will.
unsoiled.
He will not be harmed. Hello?
It's me.
Hi, darling.
Hi.
Breaking news, breaking news. My boyfriend's here.
So's mine.
So is Bleeding Heart. So, Esau, you did not tell me that you and Bleeding Heart have been together for a long time. And she clearly confronted me today about our love. Now, woman to woman, she did not step to me rude. And we talked about it. And she said she's first in your life and that I have to be second. Now, I already told you you can have anybody you want, but they got to like me, bro. I'm from the United States, you know. So, Bleeding Heart said, as long as I do exactly what she tells me to, then we can have like our little threesome love. Do you agree?
Well, one fine.
We can't hear you, darling. The microphone ate you.
Yeah.
Bring him back to us. Bring him back to us.
Turn it up. Turn it
No.
up.
The vortex took our man, girl.
God damn.
Damn it. He was here though. Wasn't your heart pounding? Didn't you feel the love?
Yeah, for sure.
When you feel the
My
love.
knees turned jelly a little bit.
Ooh.
I love that feeling.
How does he make you feel, girlfriend? What did he do that was so
Um,
special for you?
well, my heart goes pitter pat, and my stomach gets butterflies, and my head feels like it's alive. I feel like it's not a blood rush, but all of a sudden I feel like zing, 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 zing,
So all
and my
this
mind feels
time, have
good.
you been really being my friend in our secret society? Because we be back there typing and laughing and joking and laughing and joking. I just want to know, have you really been texting back there for real? Do you really like me? Just want to know.
I know he does, of course.
No, I'm talking about you, Bleeding Heart.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, I feel like I
Because I
couldn't
have
be
fun in
looking
our
at
little
you again.
secret society. I've learned so much about these bad, bad people, girl. So I appreciate how you do such good intel. I'm kind of impressed on your skills, just saying.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm impressed by your skills. Very much so, too.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. That's breaking news. Bleeding Heart is my new friend. And if you come for her, you're going to come for me. Breaking news. So it's been fun. We're going to end the show.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, our boyfriend's back. We can't go. Hello, darling. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. Is it Bleeding Heart you're looking for?
Or will Empress Janet do?
Anything for you. Thanks for coming, Esau. I love you too. We can't hear you, Daddy. Oh my God, girl. God damn. A long distance call. He's calling I'm calling, he's calling all the way from Ireland.
Oh, yeah. That was a big secret. Somebody who discovered that secret.
Sherlock Holmes and the rats.
Those pigs.
Breaking news. He's not in Ireland.
But his heart is in Ireland. Yeah.
I know that's right.
And in Philadelphia.
Oh no, it's Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yes, please write it down. Everyone keeps saying I'm from Philly. That is on the other side of Pennsylvania. That is a whole nother little place, darling. Pittsburgh is better than Philly. You know why?
Why?
Because we're not the Philadelphia Eagles. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. So do you understand what that means?
I think it's to do with baseball.
No, it's football.
Oh, okay.
So we have rings in the Super Bowl. So our basically city is a city in two cities in a state.
Oh.
So we're in Pennsylvania. Philly's in Pennsylvania. I'm in Pennsylvania. But we are nowhere near each other. We are in different divisions.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the AFC and the NFC and all that. Well, we're on the other side. So Pittsburgh Steelers, darling. Say it with me. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes. Not Philadelphia Eagles. Say it with me, darling. Not Philadelphia Eagles.
Not Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Not Philadelphia Eagles.
Steelers!
Steelers.
Breaking news, black and yellow. Hey. Facts, Josiah. So Josiah, in the chat room, tell her what your football team is in New York, because he would be closer to two cities like that too. They have the Jets up there and they've got the Giants.
New York Giants. Yeah.
Right. And then the
Jets.
So they got two teams too. He said New York Jets and New York Giants, correct. But which one are you closer to? Oh, and the Buffalo Bills. Oh, you see him right in the back?
I like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, so he got 3 teams. Dang, breaking news. I'm kind of jelly, bro. You got 3 up there, but that would make sense because, Bleeding Heart, there's an AFC and an NFC. So they're on different sides up there. It's not like they're all on the same side. That's what I'm saying. We're not knowing offhand, the Pittsburgh, it's Steelers. It's 2 E's, darling, and an H. Oh, God. I will help you, darling. There's certain things you just don't mess up, honey. Let mama show you, okay? It's Pittsburgh, the Burgh. So do you see BURGH? We are the Burgh, honey, because we are the Steelers. We are a steel city. We had all the steels. We have one last steel mill out Duquesne, I would say, since you don't know where that is. It's just another district where there is one last steel mill. But that's what brought revenue to the city was steel.
Right.
And we
Go
ahead, darling.
Pennsylvania is in the Rust Belt.
Well, the Rust Belt would be the 3 rivers. We connect at the 3 rivers, so we actually load. We were the loading dock area for all of the loading, basically cargo ships that go out to deliver the products.
Yeah.
We were the number 1 landing spot for that.
Oh.
So we have 3 rivers. Is that you, Esau? Gee, Louise, talk to your man, Bleeding Heart. Get his mic together.
Yeah, Esau, there's a little switch there. You turn up the volume? Maybe? Turn up the volume. You think that's the answer? Could it be something else? Oh, put it on loudspeaker.
He got to take his headphones out, put them back in.
Yeah,
You got
sometimes you
close
put them
windows. You got to reset your phone. We got to think of everything.
Switch it on and
You're
off.
on the computer, reset it. What'd you say? Switch it off?
On and off, yeah.
Yeah,
Always the
turn
best
it on
answer.
and off. Come in, come out. We'll wait for you again and again, won't we, Bleeding Heart?
Always and forever.
Oh, we love him so much.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I'm so glad we could confess our love without acting like it's not retarded to find internet love. Someone tried to
Absolutely.
make a joke about it, and I said, are they jealous that I found love on the internet? Funny. Breaking news. You can have a relationship with someone on the internet. It's just
Yes,
how
you
you
can.
do it. I actually like girls and boys. So technically, I don't have a problem with Bleeding Heart and her wanting to be first. I
Yep.
am a good woman and I'll take care of them both.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you for being at my show, darling, as our boyfriend arrives. Breaking news, breaking news. They're not going to survive. They keep talking about our man girl, and it's kind of making me mad. I did dress up for him. Look. Are they
Oh,
sad?
yes, I love that. Are they
I love you,
sequins?
Esau. You're so
Oh my
sweet.
God.
I love
I
you,
love that.
Bleeding Heart. Thank you, darling.
No
It's my
problem.
short dress, my party dress. You know, the one that you just take your
Oh.
panties off after, you know.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
the inspiration.
Yes.
And
Whenever you show yourself to him, make sure you're sexy. I know we do it behind the scenes because I know we're keeping your identity safe too. So
yeah,
thank you for showing me who you were the other day. That's why I was asking, like, were you just playing? Because we were getting all serious. And if I did anything to offend you sexually, girl, I'm so sorry. And it's just so crazy how I fell in love with you the other day secretly. And then here you come telling me that you are with him. I can just be so happy. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. I really had fun with
yeah,
you the other night.
I did too. We spent the whole night together.
Yes, we did.
It was really good.
And they were big mad because they didn't even know. Yes, mother. Hello, Stephanie. Everyone, please say hi to Stephanie. Whoop, whoop.
Hi, Stephanie. How's it going?
I'll be right back. She said to check the message. You know what? Let's check
Okay.
all the messages. Hi, Claire. Oh, God. Do you know who this person is? They're
I don't
just a
know. They're always
spanner.
here. Yeah. I think they're advertising something.
They got good advertising, though.
Yeah, they know how to do it. We gotta get Captain on it.
Well, one thing and two things for sure. People can't be mad at me anymore. I can do what I want. I can say what I want. I can go where I want. That's the breaking news. That's why we did this today.
Right, okay.
So we could understand that we all can have a say. There's nothing wrong with us being together as long as we understand that there's no messiness whatsoever. I thank you guys for coming out today, and I hope the show was great. I'll catch you guys next time, okay? So don't be late. Tell them goodbye. Bye bye.